So, hello everyone. Uh, what I want to go ahead and say is that I'm starting this recording on a Wednesday. The one thing I will say is that it's spring break, but of course I have to do this because this is capstone class. Still no face cam. I'm trying to figure out how to do this with face cam. I don't know if I have to actually buy myself a um, camera, like a laptop camera. So I don't think my one records the same way, but nonetheless. So the next article we talk about is this one by these two people. Predatory monetization, a category of unfair, misleading, and aggressive monetization tactics in digital games from the player perspective. Now, I would say that we, in terms of this one entire field of manipulation, you need different perspectives from different people because not everyone is going to spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on video games. Nor is anyone going to be spending there's also of course people who don't spend it all on video games and just play the game to play the game. Of course, those are like on the outfield, but you have to consider perspective. Luckily, this article is completely well. If I remember, if this registers correctly, this is open access, but I did have to log into my UH account when accessing the link. So I don't know if it is truly accessible to everyone. If you guys do know if there are other sources that I can access that will be publicly available to you guys, please do comment it and tell me about it. So yeah, first thing I want to go and talk about is this article, of course. Now we can go and go down to conclusions I already collected there. This one says about right here. So on 35 separate accounts, that the players went in and said that the microtransactions or the monetization tactics were both unfair, misleading, and aggressive, or aggressive. So later in the article, it does go ahead and give context that these could um, uh, cross some lines, as you can see from consumer protection regulations. As I said, that the rating of certain games comes from a certain place, which is the ESRB. Now, of course, this is the entertainment software rating system, but there have been some controversies about this company, mainly about certain games that, as you can see, sometimes get an E, even though they have like some like microtransactions or like gambling in digital gambling in that sort of context. So, as you can see, there's their blog, tools. Now, as you can see, go to the rating system. This is what each one of them means. E, of course, means that it has a very, very mild sort of violence and such was very mild. 10, that means usually it's recommended for people who are 10 and up because it has a bit more violence, bit more spice to it. Teen means that they are 13 and go up. That means that you have swear words, but it's not like too much swear words. Mature, of course, this means that it has a lot of violence, um, blood, gore, yada yada. Then, of course, the most rarest of them all is adults only. Now, each one of these have their own certain regulations. E practically is barely any regulations as long as you keep it, mild in terms of violence and such. But these two are just that they're pending. And this is like, okay, it's most likely going to be in this category, that category. But one thing you want to go ahead and get into is here, gambling. So, of course, gambling themes. And we want to go and actually go into this one right here. Players can gamble without betting or waging real cash currency typically associated to casino-like gambling. Now, there are certain games out there that still do have this. Now, let's go ahead and go FIFA. FIFA game. As you see here, this is the game. FIFA 23, as we see from there. 13 rating. Game rating. Now let's go ahead and see if we can look at the images of this game. As you can see, it says that it's rated E for everyone. So you would go ahead and kind of assume that if it's under the ESRBN, that this would have barely any gambling associated things. But if we look into the same images here, there are card packs in the game that you purchase, and you get a randomized amount of characters that you use within the game. And so this is one of the very few that I would say that, well, not the very few, but one of the most noticeable or noteworthy that there is a problem that the ESRB doesn't know what E really is, because this does have gambling. You do go ahead and let's go ahead and go into card packs. Card packs. As you can see, there are actual card packs in the game that you go ahead and spend to get like some like famous people like Ronaldo or like right here. These are the characters. These are the players in the game that you can that you gamble your money with. You see, there's a lot of examples here of card pack sorts of things. Now, I don't know much into FIFA, but there is quite a large sphere in here. I can go into FIFA card packs controversy. It's going to go controversy. Here we go. Now let's see. Yeah, right here. Now, I don't know the validity of this said article, but we shall review it for just this. So, how to stop kids racking up huge bills in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. Now, that's a title. When was this posted so we can see if this thing would be something up to date? Now, if I remember anything from sports games, usually the year that's on it, that means that it's the year before that was released. So that means that this game was probably released in 2022. So, yep. So I see Ultimate Team card packs. That's one of the things. This goes right directly similar to this, where it's in the conclusion that these tactics do go ahead and kind of border on that. Let's go and look a little bit more. This work also has implications for understanding the player experience in microtransaction-based game models, as well as player perceptions and relations of games that have taken place in the account by developers and regulators alike to create a game industry that is mutually beneficial to all. So this work right here, all this they have done, research, the studies between how people perceive this and that, is that is supposed to be fair. One of the most noted is this misleading practices. So as you see, unfair training regulations define misleading practices or misleading actions at which misleading advertisement, artificial scarcity, and false information, and misleading omniscience in the case of which certain information about the product is withheld. Now, one thing is that there was artificial scarcity. That means the company or the game is artificially making you think, oh, this is going to not come back. It's in very limited supply. When in reality, it's really not in scarcity. It's mainly that this whole entire thing is just a program thing. It's like creating some sort of create like a card pack that says, oh, it's going to be coming out now, you better get it now. But in reality, it's going to come months down the line again, just to inflate the price or make you spend more. So this is one I'm hoping that you guys are able to actually access the articles. It does show, some things like here unrealistic presentation of product, core aspects of game. So this it has like a lot more things like I see here. I do go ahead and show that there needs to be more of a perception on this or more research, because I think I said in a couple videos that we need more research. We need more like to show that this was actually there, right? That this actually is possible. That companies are using tactics that's similar to any sort of like scam or anything. That they do use these to go ahead and make players like you and me spend more money when we shouldn't on things that are just going to disappear. So please stay safe. I know this is probably kind of a short video. I'm sticking to short videos maybe because of time crunch. So please do go ahead and stay safe. Spend your money wisely. Don't spend it wisely, and do not give gaming companies as much money as they should. Thank you for your day, and thank you for everyone in my class telling me about this new OBS system. Thank you very much. Scene.